Hello everyone. We are introducing a new subject, satellite communication. This is our first lecture of satellite communication, which is the introductory lecture or introductory video, in which we will discuss few things about satellite communication. That is the basic things. First one is, what is satellite communication? Why we are using satellite communication while we have another option of communication with us, and how it is possible to communicate with the satellites, through the satellites, and where we can use it, or what are the applications of satellite communication. So here, as we see, this is our earth. This is the earth stations, earth station 1 and earth station 2. This earth station, any one of these earth station, can be a transmitting earth station, and another earth station can be receiving one, and this is our satellite. So we see what is the satellite communication. What is satellite communication? So as there are two words, one is satellite and another is communication. So what is satellite? Satellite is any body. We can define a satellite as a body which moves or revolve around a primary body, such as if our earth is a primary body, then moon will be its satellite. As we all know that moon is the natural satellite of earth, and we know that moon is revolving around the earth. So there are two types of satellites. One is natural satellite, as we know that moon or any other satellites of any other planets. Earth only have a single satellite, that is moon. And another satellite is artificial satellite. Okay, we will discuss artificial satellite later on. So move on, communication part. We define communication as the exchange of information from one point to another point, or exchange of idea or information or message from one point to another is called our communication. Then what is satellite communication? If this communication or this exchange of ideas or information completed with the help of satellite, then it is called satellite communication. So simply we can say that in our satellite communication, the communication is done by satellite, means satellite must be a part or must play a part in the communication. A communication satellite, or we can abbreviate it as ComSat, is an artificial satellite sent to the space for the purpose of telecommunication or communication. So as we earlier said that or discussed that satellite can be natural satellite or artificial satellite. For communication purpose, it is an artificial satellite or man-made satellite. So it is clear now that if we are communicating from one point to another point with the help of satellite or satellite as a part of the communication link, then it is called as satellite communication. Now next thing is why we are using satellites for communication when we have other conventional form of communications. So the answer of this question is the shape of our earth. As we know that the shape of our earth is spherical. So for communicating from one point to another point, or for intercontinental communication, or for communicating to very large distances, we require a number of repeaters. Why? The answer is the radio waves which we are using for communicating are always passing or moving in a line of sight. Means a EMF or an EMF wave we can send it to any distance to which we can see, or in a straight line. So because in the set as the shape of our earth is not straight, it is curvical, as here it shows here in figure. The shape of the earth or the surface of the earth is curvical or spherical. So line of sight communication for long distance is not possible. So if we are communicating to a very long distance, so we need repeaters in between these 2 points. If this one is our transmitter and this one is our receiver, so for communication between these 2 points, we must need a number of repeaters between these 2 points. So by using these number of repeaters, the losses in between these 2 points will be increased, or we can say the cost of the communication is also increased. But in the case of satellite communication, as we see in the first diagram here, if we are communicating through our satellite and we placing our satellite in an orbit at a distance or altitude around 36,000 kilometer, then only 3 satellite will be sufficient to provide the communication to entire earth. If we place such satellite with altitude 36,000 kilometer at 120 degree separation, so if we place this satellite in 3 satellite at if we place these 3 satellites at 120 degree separation, then it will be possible to communicate entire earth. While in conventional communication system, to communicate entire earth, we must use a lot of repeaters for the same. So let us assume one example, that we are living in a particular area in a geographical region So we see there are many towers near about our location to provide communication network to us. So it is compulsory, and we say see that one tower can provide the access or the service or communication signals to a small range of few kilometers. So if only one tower is sufficient for few kilometers, so if we want to cover the entire region or entire city with the network, so we must use a lot of repeater or mobile tower to provide the access or to provide communication services to the entire region. We can assume that to provide the network or coverage to the entire earth, how many repeaters we use we must use. But in the case of satellite communication, only 3 repeaters are sufficient to provide the communication to entire earth. So this is the answer of the question that why we are using satellite for communication. Okay, I think this must be clear that why we are using satellite for communication. Now how it is possible to use a satellite for communication? So here we see a diagram in which there are two stations, earth stations. One is originating ground station and second one is destination ground station. The first one is the transmitting station and second one is the receiving station. And this is the satellite. In the satellite we have solar panels through which it acquires the energy from the sun, by which all the circuitry which are required for communication gets the power or get energized. This is the receiver and receive antenna. So there in satellite there are some antennas which are used for receiving the signal from the ground and for transmitting the signal towards the receiving station. And this is the transmitter and transmit antenna which we are using for downlink. And this link, as we see here, from originating ground station to the satellite is known as uplink, whereas this link from satellite to receiving earth station is known as downlink. Okay, now there are few questions that at which frequency this communication is possible, how it is possible to transmit or signal to such a long distance such as 36,000 kilometer for geostationary satellite. So the answer is we are using frequencies in gigahertz range. That is, generally we are using C band for communication, in which this uplink frequency we are using at 6 gigahertz and this downlink frequency we are using at 4 gigahertz. So there is a difference between uplink and downlink frequency. We will later see that why there is a difference between uplink and downlink frequency. So how the communication is possible? Communication satellite is an artificial station in the space which operates as a radio relay, and this satellite is nothing but a transceiver in space which usually receives the signal from the transmitting earth station and retransmit it to the destination earth station. So I think it is clear that how it is used. Now, where it used or what are the applications of satellite communication? So there are a lot of plenty of applications of satellite communication in every field. There are few examples. The one example is DBS, means satellite can be used for direct broadcasting. As we see nowadays, we are receiving our TV signals through set-top box. We installed a parabolic dish outside our home and focus it towards the sky, from where it receives the signal, and the antenna transmits these signals to set-top box. The set-top box is attached to our TV and we enjoyed the TV channels. So this DBS or direct broadcasting satellites are used to or for providing or broadcasting the TV signals or TV channels. So this is one of the common example of satellite communication. Second example is GPS or global positioning system. Global positioning system is used for navigation. Nowadays we install a GPS device in our car or bike and we can travel anywhere in the country or in the world. We just put our destination point in the GPS and it navigates to that point. So GPS is used for navigation. Third example is VSAT. VSAT, the full form of VSAT is Very Small Aperture Terminal. It is a simple earth station which is of very small size antenna, and it is very easy to use at any interior position or interior or any war like condition or in disaster management or disaster like condition. We can easily install it anywhere, use it and uninstall it in half an hour, or we can say 1 hour. So next example is remote sensing. Through remote sensing we can sense any geographical area which is remotely placed or remotely situated, and there are a lot of application like this for which we can use our satellite communication. Thank you. I hope this lecture will help you.